mynews.studio.
Picture this: solar panels covering the roof of a rural school in Rwanda. Inside, kids are logging in for their very first online lesson. It's a big change. But what does it actually mean for the community when the internet runs on sunlight?
Today is November 8th, 2025. Let's dive in. In Rwanda, over 1,500 schools that didn't have electricity or internet are now connected. They're using solar power and satellite internet. Why use solar panels? Why satellites?
It came down to geography. Most of these schools are far from the main power grid. Running cables just wasn't practical. Solar panels are straightforward to set up, and when you pair them with satellite internet, there's no need for wires at all. You skip straight from no power to being connected.
That's a huge leap. Previously, teachers sometimes had to walk more than 30 kilometers to print out exams. That's a whole day lost, plus the cost. But now with devices like the Lynx terminal from Ignite Power, they can print right at the school. But how dependable is this whole setup?
The setup is proving reliable so far. The Lynx combines a solar battery and a satellite dish. Schools get steady electricity, enough for laptops, printers, even charging phones. The internet speed is good enough for digital lessons, research, downloading new textbooks, and teachers are actually using it. Some are accessing new materials for the first time.
That's real progress. But is it just about having the right hardware? Or is there more needed for this to work in a classroom?
There's more. There's a whole support network behind it. The government, Ignite Power, and tech partners like Huawei are involved in training teachers, distributing laptops, setting up maintenance. Teachers are learning how to use digital tools. Many students, some who'd never used a computer before, are getting hands-on practice.
So it's not just dropping off equipment. There's real training and ongoing support. But what about the people outside the school? Does it have an effect beyond students and teachers?
Yes, it does. The schools are now community centers. Families come to charge their phones, get online, or find out about markets and health services. There's also something called the Digitruck. It's a solar-powered mobile classroom that travels to remote villages, bringing laptops and internet access. It's used to train not just children, but also women and farmers.
Farmers too? How does internet access help them in practice?
With internet access, farmers can check weather forecasts, see up-to-date market prices, and learn new farming techniques. That can lead to better harvests and more stable income. Plus, it saves them trips to town for services they can now get locally.
It sounds like Rwanda's thinking about the bigger picture. They're using this approach to reach more than just schools. How far does this project go right now?
So far, over 1,500 schools and about 1.5 million students are online. The goal is to connect nearly 1,000 more schools by the end of next year. The government's target is close to universal school connectivity by 2029.
What's getting in the way? There must be sticking points as they scale up.
Funding is a major challenge, especially to expand and keep equipment running. Logistics are tough, reaching remote areas, maintaining hardware, ongoing teacher development. But working with international tech firms and NGOs helps fill gaps in experience and resources.
Could this approach work elsewhere? I mean, is it possible to bring solar-powered internet to other places that are off the grid?
That's what many are hoping. Rwanda's model, mixing solar power, satellite internet, teacher training, and community use, offers a kind of blueprint for other countries. It's not just about the hardware, it's about weaving technology into both education and everyday life.
So why does this matter for the rest of the world?
Because millions of people still lack access to both education and the internet. If you can solve power and connectivity together, you can close both the energy gap and the digital gap. Rwanda is showing it's doable, even in places that seemed out of reach.
And the benefits ripple out. Economic inclusion, better health, easier access to government services.
Exactly. It's about changing how a whole community lives, not just how it learns.
So today, we've looked at how solar-powered internet is transforming education and daily life in rural Rwanda, from teachers printing exams right at school to farmers checking weather forecasts. The changes are immediate and far-reaching.
And as more schools come online, Rwanda's model could inspire similar projects around the world. Thanks for joining us. This episode was powered by mynews.studio. Try it now for free.